Bethesda thinks we can't beat Oblivion without weapons. Nah, I'd win. Honestly, that's too easy for me. Master difficulty? Yeah. You think it ends there? Nah. I let my chat torture me with random quests and challenges. Every 10 minutes, a random chatter was chosen and gave me a random restriction or quest to complete.
Holy crap, he's a strong homeless.
Some were goofy.
I mean, now he's just humping the reality.
Some were hard to get around. Some were straight testicular torsion. I think my chat are sadists. That's perfect, because I'm a masochist. In this video, we find out, can you beat Oblivion Remastered without weapons? On Master difficulty, and a chat that would still donate knowing it would shock my balls as they were hooked up to a car battery. But first, I have to get out of the sewers with these guys torturing me.
Come on, I want to go. I want to take my skooms.
Every time I look at him, all I think is... The first chatter to win was Linnaeus. He gave me the 10-minute restriction of only scroll duping, e.g. if I use the duplication exploit, I'm only allowed to use scrolls to do so. After waiting around and suffering through my short attention span, we finally made it to the first part of actual gameplay.
I don't have a scroll. I can't do anything. I can't do potions, you ass. Why'd you do this to me?
All you did was scrum. I like what Linus's idea is. He just goes, no, I'm just going to slow you down. You're not going to have any of the dupe glitches right at the start.
Oh!
I'm in pain.
Well, I can't fight you guys. I don't know what to say.
Well, I guess this is my life now.
I proceeded to flashbolt the goblins and rats before the next random chatter had another restriction for me. The next chatter of the oh-so-holy wheel of selection. Please don't lead me astray. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Thank you, Jesus. The winner was Bean. Bean, being a long-time viewer of my channel, seriously, he's been here since 2021, by the way, tried to cuck me via giving me the restriction of no containers, but it didn't stop me.
I'm going exactly what it says. It says no containers. It doesn't say no containers and corpses, does it?
Should have known better.
If you don't mind, I need to get my billion lockpicks so I can get my gold.
If you would like to comment down below and join the argument of whether or not corpses are containers, go ahead. But personally, I'm not a weirdo and I don't store my items inside them. I store them on top of them like a civilized psychopath. Come on. Do better, guys.
I am a crackhead. We're slightly different. The difference is I need crack to be a psychopath.
People need to understand, I am crackhead certified. I had to go to at least 2 years of TAFE to get that certification. And I have 15 years of experience. I demand to be treated with the respect that deserves.
Now what we do, we do this little glitch real quick. We go 1, 2, 3, and there you go. I now have minus 100. Blah, 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 blah.
For the
Oh, fuck.
I got beamed by a shock spell. Absolutely beamed. Someone said this was a low chance to happen. A really low percentile chance for this one random NPC to shoot a shock spell at you. Well, guess what? I disagree because it happened twice in a row. I grabbed my star sign. I grabbed Steed for more speed.
All right, chat.
You may as well make...
Okay, Boris. You may as well, like, F off. Sorry.
We have beaten Bean's challenge. Try harder next time, Bean. So the oh-so-holy wheel spun again and chose Darth Swag as the chatter for the next restriction.
You now get 10 minutes to torture me. You can roll my d20 right here. There is a hand cam, so you can see that I'm not lying to you. And whatever I roll on the dice is however long your quest is. You can gamble.
Unlike the other cowards in my chat, he wanted to roll the d20 for more time. And guess what? He rolled a 19. Darth Swag legitimately got a 19 on the d20 and then a 20 later. And another viewer rolled another 20 in this stream. It's rigged. This is my dice and I'm calling rigged. Wait, you're not sure how chatters choosing challenges works? Oh. Well, they randomly get chosen from a wheel, give me a restriction or quest, and they can have me physically roll a d20 to gamble for more or less time on their restriction. By all means, they can also super chat me money and extend the time up to an hour. Every $1 was 5 minutes, so if you give me $10, you basically max out the time that you have. If the time runs out, I can still attempt to finish the goal anyway if I want to, but it's not forced like within the time. Swag chose to force me into a pacifist run for 19 minutes.
You know what? I'm gonna grab these guys. Hi, what's up? You wanna take... Ow.
With my pacifism in tow, I stood back and let the blades handle everything. And as soon as we made it out of the sewers, I decided to speed run the first Oblivion gate when I got out.
Oh, feck. Thanks, mate.
We failed.
Yes, you did. You did. No, correction. You failed. I did nothing. I want that out there. I didn't do jack.
I picked the worst class known to man because I really can't level up anything to begin with. Are you sure you would like to be a Giga Chad? Yes. I ran out of the sewers, ignoring the rats and the goblins, and rushed over to Kvatch.
Can you go away? I don't care. Get out of my way. Get out of my face. I only have 11 minutes and 45 seconds. Get off. All right, we can't do any damage. It's okay, though, because I can drink potions. I should have got some skoom. Chat, can I have a 5-minute skoom break? Can I go get some skooma? Thanks, Shady Sam. You're a ledge.
It was now time to get high on the crack of Elder Scrolls and run past a bunch of demons trying to kill me and close a portal to hell itself. With the power of crack in Jesus, I will succeed.
Let's go. We're going, chat. We're going. You don't understand. I'm too fast.
So it turns out completing a pacifist run of the first Oblivion Gate is harder than we thought. I somehow got myself into a death loop and had to reload.
Chat, I may be in a death loop.
More or less, there is a Daedra in a different tower in the first Oblivion Gate who has a key. You cannot progress the original tower and close it without said key. Problem being, I can't kill this demon. I tried to run back to the start so I could grab an NPC who's usually there so he could kill him. I fell on my face twice as the drugs ran out.
We have to... Oh, I fell over. That's okay, chat. Look, you fall over sometimes when you're on drugs. It's just how it goes.
Eventually, the Daedra just broke.
What are you doing, step bro?
And I think he just had an aneurysm and just stared off into the distance, and I was able to pickpocket the key and get through the main tower.
You can force him to fall down the stairwell. Yeah, but I'm trying to, like, see if I can get a pickpocket first.
Oh! Shit! We got it! I was incredibly happy to pickpocket this Daedra and close the gate. I can't imagine what the demons are thinking. Like, that's the main character right there. A cracked up Argonian running at the speed of sound.
There we go.
My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive.
There we go, chat. We did it. We're too good. Challenge complete, chat. Challenge complete.
It was time for another quest. Someone wanted me to specifically fill up a house with random cheese wheels. This was genuinely simple. They allowed me to use the console to fill up reindeer staffs. The hardest part was the fact that my frames died. So with the rest of the time on this challenge, I just used that to set up our character.
I love drugs.
I made my way down to Deepscorn Hollow, a player home that was added years ago to the original Oblivion for people being cringe and role-playing being a vampire. But their cringe is my benefit because it has some busted gear in here, mate. I exploited my carry weight higher so Necroman couldn't do his annoying walk slow for 1 hour restriction with 1,000 rings that weigh about 500 kilos or 1,000 pounds. And I grabbed the raiment of the Crimson Scar.
Got a live stream from you today, so it has to be a good... Aw, Will, that's so sweet. Thank you very much, man.
Shout out to Will R. It's people like you that make doing this amazing. Seriously, all the supportive comments on the recent video touched my heart. I really work hard on my videos. Well, not specifically this one. Say hi, Mr. Video Editor. But to be honest with you, I really don't stop and I just keep working. This is a huge dream of mine, and I just really appreciate when you guys notice how hard I'm working for this. Sorry, cringe over. Let's get back to the video. We got our next challenge, which actually changed everything. Necroman wanted to punish me via making me drink a Daedric Whiskey every time I used a scroll. If you don't know what the Daedric Whiskey does, well...
Sorry, I'm just having a, yeah.
But to get the Daedric Whiskey, we had to go to Frostcrag Spire.
I am the Flash. It is I. Once I take some more drugs. I'm the Flash, but I'm a lizard and I need drugs to run fast. So I think I'm just a local crackhead, but you know, don't worry about that part. Next challenge, attend rehab. By the way, if you come into here, my current intelligence is 0. That's what skooma does to your chat. Messes you up. Don't take drugs.
So I used Skoom to get up the mountain. I grabbed it on the map, went back to the Imperial City, grabbed all the upgrades, went back, and sadly, because it took me a while to get it done, I wasn't able to give Necro specifically what he wanted for his challenge. So I said to him, on the next Oblivion Gate, I will still use his restriction. I'm a respectable and honorable guy.
Hey, Umbra, what's up? Let me...
With the next chat quest, however, I had to drown Umbra. I guess this is just a thing now. So I did that.
Meanwhile,
have you seen the console command Easter egg yet? I haven't. There's a console command Easter egg, Josh? Oh, I gotta go true. I gotta hit her, chat. Okay, maybe I don't gotta hit her.
This isn't breaking the rules, and it is simply because it doesn't do any damage.
Eat my ass.
I should probably say the rules real quick for you. 1, I can't do damage with any weapons or magic that aren't consumables. More or less, scrolls are my damage source. My fists also count unless they're doing exactly 0 damage with a specific console command that someone in chat wanted me to use. 2, master difficulty because if it isn't hard, I'm not hard. I mean my I'd say no exploits, but I specifically knew someone in my chat was going to force me to carry 1,000 rings that weighed 500 kilograms or 1,000 pounds respectively for an hour. I returned to Kavach and assisted the soldiers in killing the Daedra mate. Assisted is a word. I'd say I tickled them with fire, but I can still claim to be a valuable member of my team. I grabbed Sean Bean, and now
I am frightened.
I fell out of the sky and located an Oblivion gate for Necroman.
I think this might kill me, chat. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, I survived. Another gate. Don't worry, chat. We did it. We're good. Let's go get into this gate real quick. Necroman.
Rogue chicken, rogue Colonel Sanders.
This legend joined the members. You should too. You get access to Blueproof videos and content before everyone else does. It's only 99 cents. Seriously, do that. And now his challenge was 30 minutes of pure pain.
Flashbolt. 1 second. I gotta take a piece of wine. Oh, feck. I'm now clean. Oh, feck.
This is where I discovered that yes, this Daedric Whiskey can in fact glitch me out of the map, but it also summons an unstoppable Daedric warrior. This breaks the entire run.
I'm sure I can survive it with skooma. Yeah, I told you I could survive it with skooma.
By abusing more skooma, I closed the gate without difficulty. Again, being a cracked up Gigagonian just sprinting past the demons must be a very confusing experience for them.
And now I'm trapped in a rock. See, I'm trapped in a feckin' rock. I'm out. We're out, chat. I think. I don't.
Then Necroman decided to super chat more, so that extended his timer further.
Look at this. Look at the unreasonable amounts of speed.
I took Martin to the Cloud Ruler Temple.
Oh gosh, I gotta tell you about my katana collection again, chat.
Hey guys, you want to hear about my katana collection?
Get rid of that. That is cursed. That is cursed energy. What? That is not what I meant. Please get rid of it.
Father help!
After throwing the katana into the forge in When It Came, I proceeded to Boris from the intro.
Hey, what did I ever do to you?
Well, you're a Mythic Dawn member who wants to destroy the world, so you know how it is. This is the best case scenario because I'm just, you know,
I'm gonna come.
He was tailing some assassin.
Why'd you take his shirt off? Boris, what were you doing to him while I was paralyzed? Bro, are you alright? What were you doing to him?
Don't worry, I made sure to finish the job.
I'm pretty sure he's dead. Just hang out.
No, I'm good, man. I'm just hanging out. This is where I discovered that the Daedric wine can actually summon multiple Daedra. So, by all means, I'll be left on the ground busting a nut on the floor, but my army shall... arise.
You might be able to beat the game just doing that.
And we're going to find out if you in fact can do that. I talked to a lizard. No, that isn't racist. They're literally lizard people and you can't convince me otherwise.
Told you that drink is OP. It is busted. I get into a situation I can't win. Quick, get drunk.
It's all over.
Sure. Yeah. And now, now you can't see what's happening. Oh, crap. Chat, I might have just, Chat, I may be,
I unironically had to reload my save. This wine may be broken, yet it may also just send you to a different dimension, so 50-50 if you stay alive to use the Daedra. I went to the bookstore, bribed a dude, yeeted a man into the ceiling, and went into a sewer with Boris.
Yeah. 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 You take as long as you need, buddy. It's all right.
Unironically, Boris going to the sewers took me 12 minutes and 47 seconds of my life. I can't get that back, Todd Howard. I want it back. Give it back! I let Boris do some subterfuge. I hid in a corner until he was caught and then attempted to use the Daedric Whiskey.
Chat, this is not what I feckin' wanted! Oh,
I spoke with the lizard again, touched a weird rock, and I actually found the cultist hideout. I entered the cultist hideout, launched a dude into space, and I ran past all the worshippers, giving them all an unreasonable amount of sass.
You cannot escape the Master's vigilance.
Maybe not, but I'll try anyway.
You cannot escape the Master's vigilance.
I'm still gonna look. I understand that you gotta like live your truth or whatever that sentence means, but I'm still gonna try to leave. I hope that makes sense. Oh jeez, that was bad. Chat, quick, take the Daedric line. Quick chat, breakdance. Oh feck. Immediate death.
I was stuck in this restriction of using Daedric Whiskey every time I used a scroll. This was supposed to be a punishment. But guess what? Yeah, it was. I died a lot here.
Great shall be their reward in paradise.
Get a few of them. There you go. Yep. Yeah. Oh man. Yep. Okay. Now there's a Daedric guy on me. This is not.
Eventually, death after death, I was actually able to not yeet myself into a different dimension, and I actually lived.
Okay. All right. It seems like the Daedra are doing it. We're doing it, chat.
The Daedras cleaned up the Mythic Dawn. Ironic!
Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, release. You're free, Argonian friend.
I saved the Argonian and proceeded to sass my way through the cultists.
Hey, maybe having a good... Man, so polite. Oh, thanks, guys. Cheers.
You cannot escape the Master's vigilance.
I don't know about that, man. I think I might be able to. Okay.
I died a few times, and I attempted multiple ways to get past. Drugs, skooma, alcohol,
that's obnoxious.
I did get stuck at this door. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
So what I'm gonna do is go like this, and then I'm gonna try and glitch through the wall. You know, that's something. It worked, I guess. In some ways, this is literally working 100%. When it works, it works. I am completely safe.
It works 100% of the time. 10% of the time.
2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths.
I like how they just didn't even care again, by the way. They're just like, all right, man, he's just a lizard guy, just a lizard crackhead running through it. Every time we try to get him, he just summons a bunch of Dramoras and we get like completely collapsed. So maybe we should just not do that. That's the Mythic Dawn in a nutshell, man.
Necroman's 1 hour of his torturous restriction was up, and now it was time for another viewers. Guess what? Darth Swag won again. And in fact, Darth Swag forced me into the rehab restriction and removed my ability to use skooma and whiskey. Back to the main quest. I broke into some spy's house in Bruma, murdered them, took the orders, and returned them to Jaffers. Sean Bean needed a Daedric artifact so he could snort cocaine off of it. I went to Azura's shrine, proceeded to the vampire cave, took them outside, and killed them until the 4 minutes ran out, in which I could use the broken whiskey again.
Then I can just take the wine. Ah! That's a one shot every time, man. Daedric level 1. Okay, the Daedra's dealing with, yeah, we're good. Don't worry about it. It's all is playing, chat. Don't worry about it. Wow. Good job, Daedra. But that Daedra doesn't have blood, lady. You took my date. Yes!
Getting drunk has solved all of my problems so far. Are you proud of me yet, Dad? The next chatter to win the wheel was Gravity. His quest was to attempt to murder all the homeless. Well...
Remember, no rush.
G-Rock was the next winner, and I was glad I failed at killing all the homeless because now I needed to become a vampire and feed on the homeless.
And now I think about it, there is a place in the Imperial City I used to go when I wanted to do vampire playthroughs when I was a kid. Maybe it's the Arbitorium, or Arbiticum. Arboretum. That's it. That's the word, chat. Not cum. You go down here, and there, unironically, are vampires down here. I remember. This is a vampire hole. That's disgusting.
The amount of neuron activations I have playing the remaster is crazy. In 2006, I was 7 years old. The game wasn't even mine, it was my brother. When he moved out of my parents' house, I lost the access to play Oblivion on the 360 and I had to wait until I was at least 15 to 16 before I could play it again on the PC. I still remember that, Ben. I found the vampires.
You're pathetic.
Okay, that's okay, man. You can think that.
You'll make a fine pair of boots, lizard.
You know what? Fair enough. I can't argue with that.
I was there for a while waiting for this vampire to give me the fat sock. I burned the whole timer, but I did in fact get infected with Vades. To become a vampire, I needed to let a vampire hit me a few times.
Can I teleport to my Deep Hollow now? Why can I not? Any reason?
Did you follow me out here? What? Homie, so here's the thing. Vampires do die in the sunlight. This one just decided he was in too deep, wasting his sword's durability on me, that he had to risk it for a biscuit. Honestly, I respect the grind. I became a vampire and, in fact, fed on the homeless. Challenge complete.
Hey, what you doing?
Good morning.
Feed. Don't worry about it. Appreciate that.
The also holy wheel rolled again, and in fact, Cupid won. He gambled on the dice and was legitimately the only user of this stream to get less than 10 minutes. He decided to invert my controls for 5 minutes. Okay.
That is immediately cancer. My brain, okay, all right, yeah, let's start that countdown immediately.
With my controls inverted, I returned to, well, I mean, you could say this mine was gutted. Almost 10,000 subscribers. It's only up from here with these terrible puns.
Ah, why is there a scam? I can't move. I can't. Okay. Crap. I can't. Fuck. Okay, my brain has worked it out.
I had to return to the vampire cave because I didn't kill them all originally, and I had to go and kill a bunch of homeless first.
Now we're gonna go outside. I just have to not die for like a minute 37. My brain has actually worked it out. It's fine. Adapt, overcome.
Eventually, the inverted controls did run out, and I was able to use the whiskey to arise my boys, and they took care of the vampires. Vampires dead, Azor's Star acquired, I returned to Martin, and I gave it to him. One of the last people to win the wheel was Muddles. She wanted me to be a little gremlin, a mini-me, in fact. Here's an interesting fact, she is my roommate. So, she donated Chipotle to me and garnered an extra hour on her restriction. Mini-me time, baby. Time to close 7 Oblivion gates as a little gremlin. Why do I have to close 7 gates? I am the main character, and no one else has the capacity to run past Daedra and yank a rock out of a pillar of fire. Let's go.
Not enough skooma in the world to get me through this, Jen. We've done it.
That's 1.
I'll simply just run. I'm gonna die. I made it out.
That's 2. That's 3. 4. That's 5. I'm not saying that number. I am a good Christian man. 7. I love that number. Praise Jesus. And we're done, chat. I saved Tamriel. Not yet, though. Sadly, I couldn't start the giant Oblivion Gate quest until I had gotten 2 things. One is a giant crystal, and one is just some old armor. But one of the chatters won the wheel and decided that I should be fecking one shot for 16 minutes.
Problem is, I can't skooma my way around anymore because I'll die. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And if you want to know what that was like, have you ever legitimately considered a lobotomy via a soup spoon? Yeah. Me neither, because once I died a couple times, I realized ghosts only actually use spells, so I just stacked a bunch of potions of reflection, and they just couldn't hurt me anymore. I grabbed the armor, returned it to Martin, and we have now entered the last restriction before the restrictions were closed. Mostly so I could go to bed on time that night. This was an 8-hour stream. You can join the members to watch the whole thing. Don't do that. The last restriction was from Astaroth Astral, and it was to follow a guide to complete this quest from 2006. Literally just play the game, but like slightly worse. So I talked to Martin, went to the dungeon, and grabbed the giant waystone. Returned to Martin, and yeah, good restriction, not gonna lie.
Favorite restriction so far. More of that, please, guys.
Sean Bean took his sweet time walking to the Oblivion Gate outside Bruma. I jumped around while he was talking because I was hyped up on Skoom. The soldiers around me must have just assumed Martin's speech was just really effective to me. I like to believe that it helped hype them up.
We need a few more men. So we're gonna get some men.
While Gigagonian is using his Daedric warriors to fight their own army, I want to point out there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 men here. Each city could only spare 2 men to fight the end of the world. 2 men! I steal a piece of bread and resist arrest, and I am in Payday 2 Horde mode with infinite guards. Yet the end of the world, 2 men. Guess it was all up to me. I summoned a bunch of Daedra multiple times.
Go and get him, boys! Alright. The hero's here to do what the hero does best, and that's let his minions help out. As he falls face. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm just, just busting a knot on the floor, chat.
4 gates to hell itself opened up. There it is! And I entered the last giant gate. One epic battle later, I entered hell for the last time, jumped up the side of cliffs, and
Now, the best part that I find to get through this is to just take a lot of skooma. Not a lot. You know, you don't want to have too much skooma. That probably isn't the best way to handle it. We just have to, like, curve the bullet. Curve the bullet. Okay, I need more skooma, chat. Honestly, I think this might be the... Chat.
So, I don't believe demons are actually really good at making defenses or architecture. Getting you to jack off, yeah, they excel at that, but stopping a cracked up Argonian from closing their portal to hell, trash.
Skooma for the win!
I used the power of Jesus Christ. And with this gate, I finally took a notch away from the demons, and now you have a better chance at beating your porn addiction. You can thank me later, chat.
My intelligence may be damaged, but I stopped Mehrunes Dagon. Hey, that's not cool, mate. Have a flashbulb, a-hole.
With the Great Sigil Stone and Great Crystal, Martin sent me to paradise. I sprinted through Lightning McQueen's cousin's paradise.
So, the cat's paw of the Septims arrives at last.
I'm a lizard, you racist ass.
I bumped into a demon on the way, and he tried to convince me that Jorkin it was actually okay. However, we in fact do not negotiate with terrorists. I killed him. I shit you not. I sprinted through the entire dungeon of paradise. Crack and drive is all I need to succeed.
Can I help you guys?
You did not expect to see me again, did you?
I have no idea who you are. Who are you? Sorry, am I supposed to know who you are?
I do not fear death.
Good, because you're going to die. Die.
Little bit of skooma, lots of results.
Go, guys, go! Hey, hey, hey! Fight my boys! That's not how this works. Good job, buddy. You're the real heroes. Good job, chat. We did it.
I killed Lightning McQueen's cousin, Mankar Cameron, talked to Martin, we went to the Imperial City so we could light the dragon fires and close shut the jaws of your porn addiction. Close the tabs. You can do it. I believe in you. However, Satan himself didn't like that, so using the powers of Deus Vult and Jesus Christ, Sean Bean turned into a dragon and sent him back to hell where he belongs. And there you have it. You in fact can beat your porn addiction with the power of the one and only God, Jesus Christ. Wait, sorry. You can in fact beat Oblivion without weapons. Shout out to the members. Roxy, Just Anything, Goblin, Grab My Terry Folds, Astroth, Gravity, Volt, Mean, Muddles, and Bean. If you did enjoy the video, hit the subscribe button, because in the next one of these, I am beating Oblivion with only a fork. But if you really can't wait, hit this playlist here. There's a bunch of videos from me and other creators that you might like.